So once I've done the prep for all the nails, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some nail tips. So once you pick out your sizes, I'm going to go ahead and use the Young Nails brush on nail glue, and we're just going to apply this and apply the tips. And then for the bigger nails, I just squeeze the sides to make sure that those are all glued down as well. So after getting all of the nail tips on, I'm just going to use my nail tip cutter to cut off the tip of the nails. So I'm going in with a 100 grit nail file, and I'm just going to go ahead and shape those. So this is what my nails look like after doing the shaping. And then I'm just going to take that hand file and file over the surface of the nail tip to take away the shine. And then I'm also blending in the tip with my natural nail. So this is after all of the shaping and nail tips are prepped. And I'm going to be using the Kiara Sky all-in-one clear acrylic, a cover pink, that color is called Etiquette First, and a red glitter. So I'm just going to use this dropper to put some monomer in my damping dish. This is the Valentino number 10 oval Kolinsky brush. So for the prep, I'm going to go in with the Kiara Sky Jelly Tip Prep, and this is a nail dehydrator. And then I'm going to go in with the primer. So I want to show you guys how I pick up a bead of acrylic. I dip my brush into the monomer, and then I flip it over on the side that I didn't wipe off, and then I hold it in the powder for about 2 seconds, and then that is how I pick up a bead. So I go ahead and place that where the nail tip and my natural nail meets, and I'm just going to work that down the tip of the nail. And then I work my way back towards the cuticle area, and we just slowly build this nail up. I'm going to repeat that for my middle finger and my thumbnail. And now I'm going to go in with this gorgeous glitter, and this is called Queen of Hearts. And then I'm also going to use the all-in-one clear acrylic as well. And I'm using this glitter mix. So for this nail, I'm going to be doing a glitter ombre. So I'm starting at the cuticle area and brushing downward. So I'm placing a smaller bead at the cuticle area just because that area was just a tad bit thin, and I just want to add more coverage and kind of get a little bit closer to my cuticle areas, without touching the skin, of course. So next I want to show you guys how I pick up the glitter. I'm just going to pick up a tiny bead of clear and then dip that into the glitter, and that is how I pick up the glitter on my brush. And we're just going to place that on the nail and use the tip of the brush to put the glitter exactly where I want it to be. And I just make sure to pick up a tiny bit of clear because we don't want to add bulk. We want this layer to be very thin. So once I like that placement, I let that dry for about 30 seconds, and then I'm going in with some more clear and placing down the white snowflakes. So I repeat the same thing for my index fingernail, and after that I'm just going to go in and encapsulate the entire nail with clear acrylic. So this is after all of the acrylic is laid and dry, and when you tap it, it should be hard and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my shaping and filing. I like to do majority of my shaping with the hand file. That just ensures that I get that perfect crisp shape that I like. So this is after doing all of my hand filing, and oh, that shape, yes. So now I'm going to go in with the medium grit safety bit, and I'm going to work this around my cuticle area. So that is what the cuticle area looks like, and I'm going to do that for all of the nails. And then finally, I'm just going to go in with a buffer and buff all of the nails. Alright, so this is after the nails have been filed, shaped, and buffed. So next I'm going to go in with the Kiara Sky Velvet Matte Gel Top Coat, and I'm going to be using the new Beyond Home LED lamp. So this is what the lamp looks like. It's so cute. It feels very sturdy in the hands. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug this up. So you press this button here and it turns on the 60-second timer, and when I put my hand underneath, it does give off some heat, so it is small but it is strong. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my matte gel top coat, and I cured that for 60 seconds. So next I'm going to use the Madam Glam Perfect White and Perfect Red gel polish, and I'm using the Alpha Striper nail art brush, and I'm just going to draw a peppermint swirl. Alright, so after getting the swirl the way that I like, I went ahead and cleaned up the edges. I'm going to use the Kiara Sky dip powder tray and place the first scoop in there. And then taking the all-in-one clear acrylic powder, I'm going to use the other scooper and sprinkle this over the nail, and the powder is going to settle into the wet gel polish. And once I like that coverage, I'm just going to go ahead and tap off the excess and cure in the nail lamp for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to brush off the excess powder, and this is what the nail looks like. Next, I'm going to add my red lines. And repeat the same thing with the acrylic. Go ahead and tap off the excess and then cure that. And this is what it looks like once I dust it off. So next I'm just gonna apply a gel top coat. So after applying the gel top coat, I went ahead and cured. And we cannot forget about the thumb, so I apply the gel top coat afterwards. So this is what the nails look like afterwards. I'm going to add some bling. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the Poochie Snails bling gel and use my dotting tool to apply a nice dollop of that in the center of my peppermint swirl, placing a red Swarovski crystal down and then gold caviar beads around that. And then being very careful, I'm just taking some gel top coat and placing that over the caviar beads to seal that in. And then curing that in my nail lamp. So next, I'm just going to use my cleanup brush and some alcohol to wipe off the sweater effect nail. And what I find that this does is kind of clean off any excess powder that the brush didn't get. And it also kind of just gives it a much cleaner look. I noticed that it was attracting some lint too, so this kind of, I guess, seals everything in. And I just wipe it off with a lint-free paper towel. And as you guys can see, it just looks crisper. So finally, I'm gonna apply some cuticle oil. And here is the finished look. These nails turned out way better than what I was thinking they would. They are so cute, and I love the glitter. I love the peppermint swirl. I love the shape. I love the set.